Hello everyone, welcome to the KonnectzIT platform. So we'll be working on a Connect today which will involve three applications. The first one is Pagerduty, the second one is Slack, and the third one is going to be Todoist. So what exactly we are going to do in this Connect? Since PagerDuty is known for incident reports, and as you can see I have created two here already, we'll be creating a few more to show how exactly the Connect works. So the incidents which are reported into PagerDuty will be sent to a Slack channel here. As you can see, I've created here. So we'll be notifying the assignee here. Also, one more thing that we'll be doing here is we are going to create a task for the assignee just to know them about the status of the ticket or the incidents that have been reported into PagerDuty. So we are going to integrate these three applications, that is PagerDuty, Slack, and Todoist, using KonnectzIT. So how exactly we are going to do that? We'll be seeing a step-by-step tutorial for that. So to start with the Connect, we have to start with the authorization of applications first. So the first thing that I will pick up is Todoist here. So here I'll be adding an account. And since Todoist needs an OAuth-based configuration, I have to give a few permissions for it. Once I'm done giving permissions, the authorization of Todoist will be finished. So we have successfully authorized Todoist. Next thing that we are going to pick up is Slack here. Slack will also need the OAuth-based configuration on the same lines as we have done for Todoist now. So we'll be adding an account here. So we'll just give permissions for it, allow. And yes, we have successfully authorized Slack as well. Since PagerDuty is basically a webhook application, we needn't have to authorize it. We can directly click here on Create Connect, and this will take us to the Visual Flow Builder where we'll be working on a connect here. So to avoid any kind of confusion, we can also name our connect here. So I'll just name it as PagerDuty. Then the next application that I have is Slack, and finally the Todoist. So now we have to drag and drop our trigger, which is PagerDuty. So here I'm going to choose which is configure webhook. I have to copy this URL and I have to follow the instructions which have been given over here. So for this, we will just go to the PagerDuty platform now. So here, going to the PagerDuty, we have to go to the integration section, and here we have to go to the generic webhook. So this is where we have to place a new webhook. So we'll add a new webhook here, and we have to place the URL. Then we have to select the scope. Right now, I'll be working on the service. And also I've created these two services. So right now I'll just go with an exit demo. And these are the triggers which are there regarding the incident. So we'll just keep it that way. And I will just add the webhook here. So I've successfully added the webhook, which is active in condition. Now we will go and capture the response here. So for any webhook to capture the response, we have to give initial input to it here. So for PagerDuty also we have to do that. So now we have to go and create a new incident. So this is where we have to click at new incident, and we'll be adding our new one here. So since I'm working on KonnectzIT demo, and I will also mention the assignee here to whom I want to assign this incident. And I will choose it as new app edition required. The urgency is high. And this is optional. Right now, I'll not prefer giving any description to it. So I'll just create an incident here. So yes, as you can see, it has been acknowledged. And this is the incident that I have just reported. So yes, as you can see, the PagerDuty has also captured the response here. So we'll have to go and check in the data as well, where we'll be getting the entire information about our incident here. As you can see, it has been reported. So before mapping the fields, we have to drag and drop the next application, which is Slack in our case. So I'll just, before Slack, I have to put a text formatter here, which is an add-on application inside KonnectzIT. So I will drag and drop the text formatter. So we will just choose an option here as merge text. And now we have to map the fields. So for that, we'll have to search them individually. The first thing that I'll be mapping is the event type here. The next thing will be the time of occurrence. Then we will just go and search for the agent here as well. Just in the agents, I will be getting the assignee name here. So this is the assignee. Next thing that we have to search is the status, which is triggered. This is the title, which is a new app edition. And finally, I'll be adding is the urgency here. So we will just close this after mapping the field so that it looks a little neater. We'll drag it to the top. Yes, so we are done doing this. Now we have to write the description of the text formatter here. So we will just write the summary for it first of all. So we will just new incident reported with the following details. So the first one that we will be mentioning here is the event type. The second one is going to be the event name, which will be the title for us. The next thing I'll mention is time of occurrence here, which will be occurred at. Then we will be mentioning the urgency. And finally, the status that we have here. So we have mentioned all the attributes here. Now we just have to click on validate. And the data has been successfully sent to the text formatter. Now it's a perfect time to drag and drop our Slack here, which is our next application. So here I'll choose the appropriate account and the action that I have to perform, which is send a channel message here. So here I have got two options. The first one is the channel and the second one is the message. So from the text formatter, we'll be mapping the message here. And for the channel, we'll have to go to the respective channel and copy paste the name of the channel here so that we don't miss anything. And please remember that we have to add a hashtag there before mentioning the name. And now we have to paste it, and now we have to do test and view. So the data has been successfully sent to Slack as well. The next thing that we have to mention is mention the incident as a task into Todoist. So for that, again, we'll need a text formatter for the Todoist. So here I will do merge text again. And from here, I will first of all need the status. Then I'll also need the title. And finally, I will also need the assignee name so that I can mention when I'm tagging a task in Todoist. So I will just write it again. There's a new incident reported with title I'll mention and also the priority. which will be the status. Kindly look into it. So now I'll validate the text formatter here. So the text formatter is also done. Now the last thing that we have to place our action is Todoist. So I will just drag and drop Todoist as well. This is our last application into our Connect here. I'll be choosing an action here as create a task, which will help us to notify the assignee. And I will just map it from the text formatter here. So yes, the data has been successfully sent to the Todoist also. Now it's a perfect time for us to publish our Connect here. So this is how our Connect looks, the entire Connect looks. So we will just go and publish our Connect. So yes, as you can see, our Connect has been successfully published here. So now we have to check how exactly we have got the output in Slack and Todoist for this. So first one we'll be checking is the Slack. So I'll just cancel this. And yes, as you can see with our assignee name, every detail of the incident has been sent to the Slack channel, which I had mentioned. Also, if you check the task here, that has also been created with the title of the incident and also the priority that we had mentioned there. Now we will also see how exactly other things work here. So for you to show one more time, I will just resolve it so that we see how exactly we get the priorities option here. So as you can see, the incident number 5 has been resolved. So new app addition that we had mentioned, this is resolved. So we will go and check the output in Slack. So yes, as you can see, the status here, it has been resolved. So we have got the message at Slack as well. And we have to go and check. And here at the Todoist also, we have got the priority as resolved. So that's how exactly we can connect these applications, that is PagerDuty, Slack, and Todoist. I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you so much.